So it's the year of the dragon, and it also happens to be the year I'm turning 40. And it feels like there are so many things happening or about to happen, wildly, unexpectedly wonderful things coming down the pike, enriching, nourishing things, big life-changing things. It feels like all the work that I've been putting into my life over the past few years especially is arriving at its leaping off place, and I'm coming out of the dark in a certain way, in my own solitude, my own quiet, and into a place of community and electricity and possibility and creative fire. And I really want to mark this time with something that I offer up to other people, and also something I give myself, a gift, a challenge that allows me to do things I really love. And two of those things are writing poetry and riding my bike. My plan is to set off on the day I turn 40, which is May 5th of this year, 2012, so that I can begin my 40th year in motion, feeling the strength of my physical body. And I'm going to be toting behind me a typewriter, because my hope is to have the people I meet along the way contribute to a wonderful collaborative poem that I'll be creating as part of this project. I will be leaving from Amherst, Massachusetts, and riding for 40 straight days at a clip of approximately 40 miles a day, and biking to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which turns out to be the birthplace of the typewriter. I'll be stopping along the way, setting up a mobile typing booth in communities, and inviting people to contribute their words to a growing poem that will culminate with the end of my trip. The project excites me in so many ways. First, the physical fact of cycling a part of the country for a significant chunk of time is tremendously thrilling, allowing me to get up close and personal with places I've never been or never seen through this vantage point. I love this idea of slowing down and seeing things as they really are, live and in person, not just imagining how they are or how they'll be. But the best part, the piece that gets me really revved up, is this opportunity to join forces with strangers to make something beautiful and meaningful together. The creativity and collaboration that will happen naturally as a result of bringing this typewriter across parts of the country to some unexpected places and to people who've never thought they'd participate in making poetry. What I love is this idea of delivering an experience in a slow and purposeful way with my own legs, and with a very simple typewriter. My goal is to raise $15,000 to go toward all the parts and pieces that will be needed to make this happen, including renting a support vehicle and having some support staff for the trip, lodging and food and bike equipment, film and video production for the project, a final book of the poem that gets produced on the trip, and of course, the marketing and PR resources that will help me get the word out. I feel like this is a time of such transformation that all the old patterns and old beliefs and old behaviors that we've been in, and certainly that I've been in, are ready for some new way of being. And I'm excited to move into a place of real strength and direction and optimism, and also an intimacy with what's in front of me, and appreciation and a patience for the day-to-day. And I think that by moving as slow as I'll be moving on that bicycle, 12 miles an hour in some places, or 8 or 5 depending on the hills, I'm hoping that this will remind me to stay focused and also flexible and forgiving. I want my 40th year to herald a time of both satisfaction and growth, a happiness with the things that I choose to put in my life, and at the same time, the ability and interest and flexibility in making improvements and building and incorporating new ideas and new information and new people. It feels important to keep being able to adapt to change and to keep welcoming unknowns. And I'm excited to begin this great unknown of being 40 by stepping into it with both feet. I'd love for you to join me, to come along as I experience the daily joys and challenges of riding this bicycle and writing this collaborative poem, and to experience the creative journey of the typewriter as it winds its way through villages and small towns and big cities, through mountains and shorelines and forests and flatlands, from western Massachusetts to that final leg toward its birthplace in Milwaukee. I'd love to share with you the people I'll be meeting and the places I'll be stopping in, and the stories that will unfold along the way. So take a look to the right of this screen to see the donation levels and the rewards you'll receive as a contributor to my project. And please feel free to pass this link on to anyone you know who might want to join in too. My thanks to you for your support, and good journey.